Calxiyn and Hunter here, and we are reacting to RWBY Evermorrow AU Episode 8, which I am not in this episode, so I don't know what happens. Finally.
You're not?
No, I'm not. As far as I know, I don't think I am.
Well, because you play Neo, who's silent most of the time.
Well, yeah, but like I didn't do any recording. Like usually
but
I'll
like,
do
what
like
if you
or like something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Or like a or whatever, right? Not like that, not like that. But yeah, you guys understand, right? So I didn't do any recording for Neo, so I don't know what happens in this episode. I didn't get the script, so that's fun. That's exciting. I really love this project. I think that obviously, you know, we've talked about that before. But I'm just like so happy that we were talking about this on camera, that we have our little fix of RWBY now that RWBY's like in like big hiatus. Like RWBY has already been in hiatus, but like we're in like the big hiatus.
We're in
now.
capital
You know
H
what
hiatus.
I mean? Like,
this is like when a band breaks up and it's like, yeah, maybe they'll get together when the cocaine money runs dry, but until then.
But do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, it was one thing when the series first ends, you have like at least 3 months of still talking about it, right? And then like after that, it's like, well, let's see, like, is RWBY gonna get acquired by this or what's going on, right? And so like, I feel like that now we are in big hiatus because it's been over a year.
Oh yeah.
It's been a year and a half, I think now, since anything's happened. Oh, but we had RWBY Beyond, so like that was nice. Like that could tie us over for just a little bit, but like that was the last RWBY thing we got. So like we're in the trenches over here. But anyway, let's get into the reaction now. I shouldn't have to do my 3, 2, 1, but just in case for my editing. 3, 2, 1, press and play. Oh, we're gonna get a previously, thank God.
I will say that like they did a lot good with
and blame the rest of you
Team Cardinal and their characterization. They're just not one-note bullies and cowards like they are in the show RWBY proper.
So Cardinal is...
You made it in the beacon.
They gave
Cardin is suspended, which we didn't realize last time we watched it.
Ilia.
The other 3 aren't.
I figured.
And then Alex shows up in
Adam.
Is Ilia
Alex.
gonna keep tabs on me?
Oh,
Alex.
Alex! Yeah.
I know that's Adam. I know that's Adam, but Alex is a character now.
Yes.
Anything except super
My goodness.
until summer.
One of the newbies is missing.
Well, at least this is just the recap.
Social creature, from what I can tell.
So yeah, my thought was that what they were gonna do is that like
Get to class and
Ilia,
wayward
Blake and
teenager
Ilia are gonna have like conflict because it's like, oh, they had a relationship and now she suspects that
Ilia's here
a
for
spy.
bad purposes.
Yeah, which I think is a really fun idea.
Yeah, a good recap because we needed it. I didn't realize that Cardin got suspended last episode until you guys told me. I was a little, because that's something that like in the show they never talk about. Like, what would happen if one of your team members, you know what I mean? Like, does anyone ever enroll as a solo student and then like, you know, they get slotted into a team if as like a spare or like an extra? Like, that's something that the RWBY world building never addressed.
I will say in the opening, I do like how they. Oh, hi Hazel. I forgot that. Yeah, so when they have Oscar and his teammates, Ilia just kind of like shuffles in the background. She doesn't get like buddy with everyone, which is cute. I like my edgy antisocial Ilia. I wish she showed up more in the show proper.
Hey, she might. I love how Oscar, there's no thoughts in that
open
head.
your eyes.
Decided to show up, eh?
Are you
Are
sleepwalking?
you joining us for class or disappearing again?
They're so cute.
here, aren't I?
So our first class is survival studies.
Oh, look
In
at
the
my
forest?
baby.
Oh, you're going to be late if you don't hurry along.
Okay.
Follow me, team. I have an impeccable sense of direction.
Lead the way.
Oh, she just
Haven't you
pointed.
guys been in,
I love
been
her.
in school
She's
for
just
a while
pointing.
though? Shouldn't you know where your classes are? Oh man. Oh. Okay, we're using Brand New Day. No, it's Brand New Day in the back.
The
Oh,
rest of the class
Professor
is
Peach! She's exactly how I imagined
Yeah.
her. She's so
Save your life
cute.
out there one day, you know?
Oh.
I love how she has
Ooh, that's
kind of a
cool.
Miss Western vibe about her.
I'd recognize
Oh,
your
you
process
betcha.
handiwork
Oh, this guy has a fun little accent. Oh my god.
I like his robot arms. That's fun.
Hello?
Combat
Oh
teacher.
my god.
Anywhere close to me if you don't know how to use stealth.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Cool hair.
I
Oh,
love
that's cute.
little like.
Okay.
And on his deathbed, King Malik requested
Hi,
a
Uga.
chronicling of his memoirs.
I do like that we're getting more,
Actually, Professor,
Montage.
yeah, more, no, but like more sort of background characters.
no offense.
Oh,
but he's
okay.
my great-great-great-great-grandfather. It's Louis Liddell.
Correct! That was a deliberate falsehood to monitor who is paying attention. I'm glad to hear you're keeping up with the lectures, Miss Liddell.
I love that.
But yeah, I like because we're seeing more of the characters, so Beacon feels more
Yeah.
fleshed out.
Also, I love this like monochrome.
Yeah.
Fox was there.
Oh, your boyfriend. Go team! I
Yeah,
do
like
like.
look at this like kind of like
I do
old
like-
Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Oh, I forgot about the Mickey Mouse
And that's the
angle.
match.
That's really cute. I
I
like
think so.
that.
I don't
You're
know.
panicking too much.
Ashley.
You need to learn to get out of your head and
Aw.
focus entirely on the fight in
That's
front
a
of you.
fun hairdo. It's like a
Sorry. I
horn
got a
type
little too
dealio.
eager. Are you hurt?
Just my pride.
Oh
The winner goes
no!
on. We have time for one more round. Mr.
Oscar
Pine,
has a giant
please select
shovel
a
as his
number.
weapon.
I love that. Farm boy beating people with
about-
spades.
Ilia.
Aw.
Yes! Ilia has not fought as often as the rest of the team. It would be a
Wow,
privilege
put her
to
on
see her
full blast,
again.
Penny. Okay.
I love
have
the
to.
way they animate Penny,
Miss
like when
Amatola,
she goes, when
please
she's
select your
stealthing up against the earlier teacher, like,
Oh, Blake.
yeah.
Her.
Oh.
Oh, wow! You guys are gonna have a domestic writing class.
Must warn you.
That's hilarious! I did
Trust
the
me.
exact same thing in
I
my
know
fan
who
fiction. I don't mean you. I mean, oh wait, I thought that it was.
But I also
pointed
like
at
that they're
Blake.
doing the like Mercury Pyrrha fight thing.
Okay,
here.
hold on. I thought you pointed at Blake. I got totally debated because I did that. I was like, I did the same thing, but it was like, no, Weiss, not you. But right, it was
That's cute.
somebody else. But yeah. Anyway, I think that that's hilarious that she picked Weiss to fight and not Blake. Blake was like, oh my god, wait, we're
Well,
gonna
it
air out
makes
our
sense.
issues in front of the whole
It
class.
makes sense for a white fang.
Right.
member
But
tab
I
a
just
little
thought that
bit.
they were about to
Have
have
to.
some sort of domestic
Miss
dispute on
Amatola.
the field right
That would be
now.
fun, but also makes sense for her to like, you know,
Also, thank you, Kale, for the
because
closed
the way
captions.
it's pointed and then like it zooms in on.
Yeah, it was part of the joke. I'm just stupid. I thought there was gonna be another joke in the joke.
Trust me. I know who you are.
Okay,
Oh.
Ilya.
That's
We feel
creepy.
like we've been here before.
Okay.
Only this time. Everyone will be laughing at you.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Now that I'm looking at it, they kind of have similar weapons, like, you know,
Yeah.
sort of rapier type deals.
Oh my god.
This is a wonderful fight scene.
I don't know what song.
This is really
This
well
is good.
done.
Oh my god.
What song is it?
I don't know.
It might be another one of like
Casey's
Casey
band.
Lee Williams' band, not
But
like
this is
music
so
she made for
good. This makes me so hype, Hunter. Oh my god.
Imagine if you were in the background and there's like bullets going and you have to like hide under your desk.
I think there's a force field.
I assumed as much, but still.
Oh, nice! Oh,
Right around the
star,
eye.
That was great.
I
Oh,
kinda,
Melvin's watching. Melvin's probably getting pictures of their weapons too for her collection. Ooh, the aura counter in the back. That's good. That's good.
ooh.
Remind me of something. Nice!
Oh, this is intense.
You see my face.
Whoa, wait, have you
Recognize
guys
me now?
actually met before?
Oh.
Oh, were they gonna make it so Weiss went to school with Ilya, like at the before
Oh,
school, like how
maybe,
Ruby
yeah.
went to Signal?
And
Oh,
also that, like, because Ilya's backstory was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people found out
Yeah,
that she was a
yeah.
faunus
But I'm
when her
wondering,
parents
like,
died.
what if they went to prep school like Ruby
got
did
nothing.
before?
Together, that would be
Yeah.
amazing. Because she
Oh.
was also from Atlas.
Figures.
Yeah.
The winner
Originally.
is Ilia Amatola.
I like how Glinda's
That's
just like, okay, you
Class
forfeit.
dismissed.
You
She's
got
so
spunked,
unfazed.
lady.
Like she just does not. Glinda did not give a fuck.
Come on, Weiss, what was that? You can't lose to a girl who wears capris Caprice?
Life
Caprice!
Look, I'm fine. I just need a while to think.
Caprice. That's so brutal.
Okay,
That's so
I'm
weirdly
sorry to be a
mean girl
distraction.
Yeah, so this
I
is the
just
thing I need to
realized-
remind you of.
That, like, what is Fox doing during combat training when he's not fighting? He can't learn anything.
You're
like,
not
is he just taking a
watching,
nap?
per
He
se.
can't watch.
He's
he
hearing
can't pay
it.
attention.
He's like,
You know
wow,
what I mean?
it sounded like you got your ass kicked.
Yeah, like, he can't.
Shame about that.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he can, like, oh, the Weiss made a crucial error when she did X, Y, and Z.
I don't know. Maybe there's
right?
like
Unless
color.
Ada's
Maybe there's like
explaining,
color. Like Glinda's giving him color commentary or something.
That's hilarious.
I also now realize this episode's 19 minutes long.
I know. Go Evermorrow.
Which is crazy.
How do I get my own RWBY Evermorrow?
Give her some space.
First, you got to learn how to animate in Maya. I believe is the engine they're using.
We need to talk.
Oh, now you're gonna tell them. Okay.
So imagine if your like college roommate was like, by the way, I used to be in Al Qaeda. Anyways.
Oh my god. I mean, that's not what happens in the show.
Which is wild.
I'm just checking
know.
to make sure we didn't accidentally stop the recording with the pause.
Oh my.
Good job, Ilia.
Yeah, good job, Ilia.
Banter was very inspired.
Aw.
Kind of weird how the Schnee girl just folded.
Oh, I love how Alex
I
is
thought she was
like
tougher than that.
so
Guess all
suspicious.
that money can't buy talent.
Oh,
Oh my
that's
god.
rough.
Suspended! I caught one of the heads of the natural order.
You're still
and I get
mad?
kicked out
Should
till
you? You're
summer.
not even supposed to be here on
You got
campus,
4 ears, but
bestie.
can't hear when someone's coming, asshole.
Hey,
Asshole.
cool, jerkwad.
Asshole.
I'll
How
tell
is
Professor
he
Goodwitch.
Oscar,
Oh, what?
to you little
still got
dweeb.
something to say?
Ilia's gonna do terrible things to this
What
man.
the hell did you do,
Who?
Carmen?
Wait, is that?
I get a call in the middle of the
Wait,
damn
that's
Oh.
Dudley?
telling
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
to get
They're
to Beacon
related.
Academy ASAP because my little brother.
Oh, that's
my
cute.
God,
They're
that's
related.
hilarious.
What is
What
Dudley?
the
Dudley
hell
from
did you do?
season
Yeah,
6?
yeah,
It was
Mistral.
bad, okay?
Yeah.
It was out of my control.
Oh, get a load of Mister. I'm too good to go to Flay Academy.
I
over
love
here.
his accent.
You're
That's
lucky they
so
called my
funny.
ass, 'cause
I didn't
now
realize
you
that they had
got
New
an extra
Jersey.
day.
I love
And
that though.
Ruby.
I want that so
Gets
bad.
yours. Get back to your dorm.
I love how like the
Leaving
bully
them all.
has a bigger
It was a
bully
white
that
fang,
bullies
okay?
him.
Those damn bonnets keep getting under my feet.
I don't care about no white fang. Yeah.
He was gone,
I love that.
and I went back to searching for you.
I love how she just has
And
her
this
porno
Adam guy. Do you think he
laying
wants
on the
revenge
table.
for you leaving the White Fang?
He warned me about next time, but it was just words.
Okay.
He was trying to make me feel guilty
Aw.
for leaving.
I love how Yang
he
looks.
didn't send Ilia.
It doesn't
God, the
sound like
facial
you can take his
animations
word
on them
for
are
it.
quite low. Just like
Adam might wear a mask.
on
but
such a
it's
slim
easy to
budget,
see
just a
through him.
passion project,
Yeah.
their
He's too
ability to
impulsive
like
bite his
get
tongue.
these characters to emote
He didn't send her.
and like have these like
And
really lovely
Ilia.
cartoon qualities.
It sounds like you two go way
I
back.
quite like it.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
My past
Aww.
isn't
I got
something
little
I wanted to
goosebumps.
burden you with. No more than I already have. I joined Beacon because I wanted to leave the past in the past. Make a difference by helping people instead of hurting them. It was
Oh, the
naive.
animation for Blake is
Now
great.
that Ilia has targeted Weiss, I see that I can't keep it to myself.
I don't think it's naive.
Aww.
Even if helping people was naive, I wouldn't want to be anything else.
God, you know it's a little like you
Tell me
really
something.
see their teeth here.
We should tell
You
Oscar
really
about
see
this
their
Blake
teeth.
stuff.
Their teeth are like 3D animated. And,
Pay attention to the words, not the teeth. This is
sorry,
a
the
nice,
teeth are
wholesome,
distracting.
She
emotional
knows I
moment.
won't
Stop
tell the
it.
school staff. If I do, I'll be revealing my past in the White Fang.
So I guess you
know.
never had that conversation with Ozpin because Ozpin already knew.
They could be in danger too.
I think they'll be in more danger if they find out.
Mm.
I
If
like
Ilia
this. I love
realizes
this
they
like
know her
double
secret,
Jeopardy thing they
Yeah.
found
She might
themselves
turn
in.
on them.
I don't like this. If we can't tell anyone, what can we actually do?
I need to talk to her. Find out why she's here.
Maybe you should have done that before, bestie.
But it'll be hard to get her alone.
Will I have her think you two are alone?
Exactly. We need to speak to Weiss. Then keep an eye out for an opportunity to confront Ilia.
I love
about
how
Weiss.
everything they own is concentrated on that one spot.
Yeah.
The teacup, the keys, the
Anything
book,
rash
and the
in the meantime.
photo. Is Ilia gonna push her off the roof? What's going on?
I love how they're kind of remaking scenes from the first. So
Because
like
I was
they
like,
had
the roof where
Pyrrha,
John thought that Pyrrha
Yeah.
wanted to...
where Pyrrha thought that John wanted to off
wanted to-
himself. And you have like the Mercury Pyrrha fight, like remaking this and
Oh, that guy's playing Minecraft. He fell asleep at the keyboard. No, this is Team Cardin.
No, but he had a microphone in front of him. What
Is
if
he
he's
a
a
streamer?
Minecraft
That's
YouTuber?
hilarious.
That's hilarious. It's so
God.
cute. I love that.
Wait, Cardin is still at school? How are you suspended but you're at school? I guess the brother said we're leaving tomorrow.
Is Ilia gonna
Shouldn't
murder
your
him?
ass already have been gone today?
Is that why you're here to murder?
I don't know, maybe it's just to
Cardin?
beat him, give him a little
push
scar
people
or
around.
something, you know?
But not me.
Okay.
Not me.
It's time you got what you deserve.
What you
She's
do?
just evil monologuing
what are
on
you
the
doing
roof.
Can't a girl bond with her teammates?
No!
On the roof at night, all
What is
alone?
up with you? Why are you looming over Cardinal's room like a gargoyle?
Go back to the
I
door.
like her.
It's not
This
a
is not
gargoyle, it's a grotesque.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I think
Gargoyles.
it would be a gargoyle.
How do you know?
No, gargoyles specifically have
You are
drainage.
not-
Oh, I thought it. So it would be
Yeah.
a grotesque, I'm right.
Hunting down a bigot. You're constantly disappearing for
Okay, go
hours.
off, Alex.
We're top of our
Okay.
stealth class after one day. And those freckles that change color? Dead giveaway.
Oh, they are all Team
you
Freckles, because it's not just
Relax.
Ilia and
Oh, yeah, Team
or it's not
Freckles.
just Oscar
Bean sprout
and
leader
Petty,
and
it's
Little
her
Miss
too.
Sunshine, those sophomores we met days ago. Your secret is safe with
Oh,
me.
well, that's nice.
Aw.
Along with whatever you do with Cardin.
Oh, okay. You're
Besides,
just
it's not like you were gonna kill him.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
Oh, by the gods, slow your roll, edgelord. You can't just do that.
She's so
Alex
funny.
is really great. Oh my god.
Have to be the lucid one.
Ilia's
here.
reaction of like,
Here's
oh, I
the
kind of wanted to.
Killing Cardin is only going to make people
Alex
feel
is like
sorry
exactly the vacuo personality that I want. Like, this is something that
Frank it.
Fox would say. Like, you know what I mean? You can't
Over
just
the door.
kill him.
Shave his eyebrows. Replace his dust with confetti. Do
Put
something
Nair in his
everyone
hair.
will laugh at.
Other than a felony.
How you give him a taste of his own medicine.
Good job.
Plus, it'd be great if you didn't royally screw our team over in the first
Oh,
week.
so it's still only the first week of class? This has been the longest week of my
Set
life,
up your
bro. Oh my
soul.
god.
Get out of your hair. Even though you're super cagey, you're training to be a hunter, so I don't think you're a bad enough person to kill somebody.
You don't know anything about me.
I don't. But seeing as we're supposed to be partners, I'd kind of like to. Guess I'll see you back in the dorm.
I love it.
In the headlines.
I ship it
Your choice.
like FedEx. They're so cute. I love Alex in this.
Alex
so
is
wonderful.
so fucking funny.
I love
I'm
Alex. I love
losing.
Ilia and her like edgelord incapabilities.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Guys, that
Edgelord
line
social
had me
incapabilities.
actually in tears. I can't do it.
Oh my god, you were actually gonna do
Oh
it.
my god.
That's brilliant. I love that so much.
Get a load of this. A dust mine collapsed this morning.
Oh, the
Everyone inside
twins.
was killed.
Oh yeah.
What? It's just faunus. They can hire more. I feel worse
Aw.
about the dust.
Oh they.
Ugh, that's what happens when you hire
They
Whitley.
They're too
Whitley?
uncivilized.
I don't know.
Oh that's whatever Marigold. That's
At least
Henry
the
Marigold
SEC won't waste money on
standing next to Whitley, with blue hair.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's Whitley, unless it's White's with a really short haircut. Oh no, so this was the incident!
Oh,
Oh,
knocked a tooth out.
God.
What did you do?
My faith.
Our parents will hear about this.
Oh dear.
She's a goddess!
All this time you've been sneaking into our school?
Oh
I love
dear.
how there's just straight up like
Call your father. Call him.
Oh,
you
Weiss was
listening?
there, I think.
What?
yeah, that is Henry in the background and Weiss and Whitley. Oh man. I love how they just straight up, I don't love, but it's interesting that they just straight up have like segregation.
And
It's not even like, what are you doing here? Like you're allowed to come, but everyone thinks you're an outsider.
Right, it's like implied that
Be-
they're not even allowed
Because
to
of
be
like
there.
because of like social barriers. It's kind of implied, like even before Ilia assaults her, that is just straight up racial segregation.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
Which is so fucked up.
Okay, so Weiss is remembering that then. Now Weiss remembers. Also, yes, hello, mirror, mirror.
Weiss is having whatever the human faunist relations equivalent of white guilt is.
Yeah, I guess
in the moonlight.
Weiss guilt.
A little bit of white guilt in the moonlight. This is amazing.
Oh, I love how they converted,
with the Green Lantern.
My goodness, Green Lantern's outfit. Okay, I need to know. Hold on.
Who is?
I thought I was trying to see somebody's voice, but now I can't remember. Who did the accent for Oh, okay.
So D, yeah, D.
I'm not sure who that is. Okay.
That's so
hilarious.
Funny.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Sherry Glass, Brandy Glass. Yeah, because I guess the step siblings didn't have names. I thought that they did. Maybe Kale changed them. I don't know. Oh my god. Guys, I haven't recovered from Alex's line about the headlines. Oh my god.
That was really legitimately, like, very, like, the comedic...
Oh, that song was original! Go on, Becky!
Wow.
Okay, that's good! I'm interested now to, like, actually give that a full listen. So that was an original Ilia song. That's
really
fucking good. That's fire. Okay.
I love that. The like comedic...
Ever Strong. We already knew.
Yeah.
Okay. So that song in the middle was original, Hunter.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn, you thought it was Casey singing. That's a big compliment.
Casey does have a lovely voice, as this person who also she also voices another character. Oh, look, the song's on Spotify at the end there.
Oh, good. Okay, so I can go listen to it.
Original soundtrack. That's awesome. I love that.
I like this illustration because you have like the electricity, which Ilia used on like Sun and like a couple other times in the Dust Crystal to represent Weiss. Yeah. That's a nice little
I will say,
detail.
like, the comedic writing on show here is so very good. Like, not even like with just like the animation of Penny and all of these different characters and their little like getting to know you, showing the world montage in the beginning. Alex's lines legitimately hilarious. Yeah. The animation on Ilia's face when she realized she's caught and she actually was gonna whack Carden. It was properly very brilliant. The fight scene was really well done. This improves upon the original RWBY in that, like, the beacon of this show feels way more, like, full, real and filled out than the beacon of the original RWBY.
Because, you know, it feels narcissistic to be like, this is exactly how I would write my fan fiction, so I love it. But, like, you know, that's something
no, this is, like, really good RWBY fan fiction.
No,
and believe me,
it is.
Well, it is really good RWBY fan fiction. I've read a lot of RWBY fan fiction. I've seen the good and the bad.
Yeah.
This is good, and it's animated, and there's so much passion on display.
What I was gonna say was, like, that's something that I was trying to do in, like, the fanfic where I rewrote it so Neo's in the timeline, like, part of Cinder's team and stuff. Like, trying to showcase the classes and have those, actually, Dr. Oobleck, like, beat for beat, almost, I have written all of those scenes. And I think if you write a lot of RWBY fan fiction, a lot of us probably have. But, like, you can tell that this is the stuff that, like, we wish was in the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you actually see weapons maintenance, right? In these other classes that they talk about in Roman...
Because they mention Professor Peach.
Not Roman Holiday, After the Fall,
They mention Professor Peach, but to see her is very cute, and she looks like a Professor Peach.
Yeah, there's, like, little detail, like, this person's sleeping back here.
I love that. Oh, yeah, that shot of, like, Penny behind.
Like this, like, Neo lookalike back here is also falling asleep.
And that's not to say that, like, not to shit talk early RWBY. At the end of the day, like, they're using a lot of assets from RWBY. So,
yeah, like, or a lot of, like, inspiration even from the original,
or
like,
that and, like, because, like, you know, they have to make Glinda and Port and Oz so they can make 4 more characters because, you know, another group of people made that original 4. This is not to discredit the work of
I
RWBY
understand what you're
originally,
saying.
But, like, in a way of building up from that, it was so much fun. So
I love
brilliant.
Minecraft streamer. Who is this? Is that Sky? It's kind of dark, so I'm not sure.
And I was never good with remembering the names of Cardinal because you really only need to know Carden. And I think Mohawk Guy is Sky. Lark.
No, Mohawk Guy's the green one.
Oh, okay.
So I can't remember what his name. I don't know. I can't remember.
You only ever
Team
really
Cardinal.
need to remember Carden.
No, but what I was saying was, like, what I meant by, like, oh yeah, this is the type of fan fiction I would write, so of course I like it. Like, kind of literally, like, again, combat training where you see random characters
Oscar has
fight
a
each
shovel
other. Like, this
and
is, like,
is
my
fighting
shit.
like a Steamboat Willie-inspired Faunus character. That is
At least
so
it
much
looks
fun.
Steamboat Willie to me. I don't know if that was the intention, because her name's Olive, so I wouldn't know how that directly connects
Well, there's
to
a
Mickey, but,
character-
like, she looks kind of Mickey Mouse looking to me.
Well, there's
I don't know.
also Olive as a character in Popeye cartoons, and Popeye was originally black and white, so
Yeah, maybe.
But I get more of a Steamboat Willie inspiration. Regardless, like I mean, look at her shorts. That's so clearly.
Yeah,
yeah.
and I thought
has
that
to
was
be
really
Mickey
cool.
Mouse.
Okay.
I didn't even catch John doing this.
And then he just,
That's
what are
so
you doing?
funny.
Looking at YouTube Studio on your phone?
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh man,
I
yeah.
love
See,
this
like he
so
already. I
much.
guess he could be checking the score, but I think that this is just funny if he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention right now. I'm trying to look at my. I'm trying to look at YouTube Studio. But yeah, I
Love
wanted
this
to look
so
at
much.
Fox again. Well,
Just to get a good, just to stare a little
just
bit.
just to stare.
Just
well,
a dream.
no, it's because I wanted to see what they're all doing. And also this is
Oh,
our first
their
time seeing them
designs
in
are
the show.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yatsuhashi's just chilling, meditating.
titties
I
out.
think he's
Yeah, his legs are
cross-legged.
crossed. Yeah.
Coco's just watching.
I like his big shoulder
I love
armor.
the background detail of Velvet taking pictures of everyone's weapons and like Fox's eyes looking around at the
Fox.
at the sound. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
Fox is having. Yeah, I enjoy Fox's outfit. I think I like Velvet's outfit because it looks a little. I never loved the like
the
big
jumpsuit
yeah,
thing in the show.
you know, not even the jumpsuit angle, but like the inserts of like the like weird like Saturn rings around her hips and shoulders.
Yeah.
So having it like white blocks and having that work in, I think that looks really nice. I think that's a fun design. I like that Yatsu has a little more facial hair. And his,
Yeah.
it, like, it
Well, they're
gets
older
his, like,
now, right? Because
yeah.
Team RWBY is second years,
Yeah.
then that means that they're third years.
Mhm.
I'm like, what are you guys even doing here? Shouldn't you be on internship or something? Isn't that what they do, or did I make that up?
Yatsu having a kind of like samurai look is a lot of fun. I always love
Coco's
Coco.
fashion.
I love the original Coco design so much that I'm like, I would have a hard time someone like surpassing that for me, but I do quite like this
Yeah.
version of it.
And I think, like,
Yeah,
I just...
very good job.
It's nice to see Team Coffee. Hopefully they'll have a bigger role sometime in the future.
I think they also changed Fox's hair. It's
a
less
little
like
bit.
it looks a little less Yu-Gi-Oh-y, like kind of like
Yeah.
anime, which I kind
I
of
mean,
like.
obviously for me, my dream Fox redesign is, like, Echo's like hairstyle type, like to actually, because in
Like
early
texture?
RWBY they weren't giving anybody any texture, but like obviously to stay true to the show, yeah, this is more like Fox's hair as it's depicted in Amity Arena, which is kind of like a
hate that,
revised
like
version,
there's a
right?
lot of different hairstyles that people with like coarser hair, like black people, have, and they all kind of look like Echo.
Well,
Every
yeah,
time there's
you
a
get
new
the sort
black
of
character,
Killmonger
they
effect,
always
right?
look like Killmonger, or to an extent Miles Morales, but not as bad.
Right,
Or
right.
like Echo. Like I kind of like there being like.
I know, but I just don't want his hair to be straight. That's just me.
I'm just saying, like,
it
you
doesn't
pick
need to
another
be-
one,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, it
Have
doesn't
you have,
need
like,
to be
locks or
that.
something, or twists or something. Like, it doesn't always have to look like Killmonger.
Yeah, you
Which
know
is,
what I
like,
mean?
you think that's a cool look. It looks nice. I dig it, but, like...
I know
You
what
know.
you're saying. But I'm just like,
Play it
I
out.
wish that they had given Fox textured hair from the
me.
beginning, but that's not Kale's fault. It's not
Oh,
Kale's
yeah.
fault that that Ruby didn't have the foresight to give Fox's hair any texture.
But also, like, I always internalized Fox as being more, like, analogous to someone from, like... You know, like India or like
Yeah,
Sri Lanka
yeah.
or Pakistan.
It
and
just
not,
kind of changes
like, very
that
dark
now that he's
skinned,
from a
but
tribe
not
that's
very-
supposed to be a Kenya reference. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it
So like
changes
now,
now.
it changed now, but like in
That's
the
fair.
past it was a bit more ambiguous.
and now ambiguous, yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, so what were we talking about? Oh, I hope that they have
Designs are really lovely.
I hope that they have a bigger role in the future, just because I would like to see more Team Coffee. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess I can't really stress enough how this is pretty much everything that I want out of a RWBY AU. Like that's why I like
Comedy,
write the stuff that I do,
expanded
like the comedy and the
characters, yeah.
classes, and like just being able to stay in Beacon more. So I really enjoyed this episode. I really like Alex's conversation too, because I feel like that even though Alex doesn't have like a lot of like character right in Volume 9, they really nailed the idea of like the vacuo mindset. Like I don't know how much inspiration Kale took from the novels, like for Alex, like particularly.
She's just really like she looks like a person you'd want to be friends with.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like I'm not having a parasocial relationship with a fictional character, even though, like, I have a lot of those. But, like, yeah, she just seems really cool and confident.
Yeah.
She cares about people, and she's very funny.
But, like, she has that sort of vacuo sensibility of, like, okay, but
practical
like,
among
let's not
everything
do
else.
the murder.
Yeah.
Not because she's like even morally against the murder, but just for the practical reasons of please don't fuck up. Like, this is something, you know, an ongoing joke in After the Fall, but Fox is like, I'll get extra credit for this, right? So it's that sort of thing of like, okay, but don't fuck up the chances for our team in the first day of school. Like, that sort of, I guess, vacuo practicality. I think that, you know, they probably took maybe from the books a little bit to make Alyx, because when I heard her talk and like heard her explanations, I was like, yeah, this is a vacuo character. You know what I mean? Like, just with how the vacuo characters are written. And so I really enjoy that they, even though she's technically like an OC, the reason why she doesn't feel like an OC is because they worked her in to already have elements of the world that we understand from After the Fall in terms of her behavior and her logic and how she's like rationalizing like things like that. Like, that's a very Fox thing to say, very Theodore kind of, even Rumple sort of like logic kind of, I don't know. Yeah, again, it's just like that logic, that practicality of like, I'm not opposed to the murder, but here's the thing.
I also would like him to disappear forever, but we can't do that because you're going to screw up my day.
Yeah.
But it's also like she like can't be open with how like that she
how
does.
she feel. Yeah.
That she's like, I like you and I see that you're hurting. I also hate that kid and I feel like we would have a lot in common, but you can't fuck it for us this early in the school year.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to think of another way around him.
And I like that it's like you have that layer of like sort of sarcasm over a genuine like care, because again, that's how Fox is. Sons like that, right? Like the vacuo characters are like that. Well,
she's
yeah,
Atlas.
I'm just saying that.
But also,
Coco's from Vale.
I thought Coco was from Atlas. Oh, my bad. Coco's from Vale.
But yeah,
well, that's why Fox and Coco get so along so well, because they have a similar vibe.
Yeah. But yeah, just that idea of like, oh, well, I can't get all touchy-feely with you, so like this is my avenue instead. I just really enjoyed that. I also liked the conversation that Blake had with Ruby and Yang, because I was a little confused at first about whether or not they knew that Blake was a faunus, but I guess the implication from that conversation was that like the thing still happened. Yeah, because at the beginning of the show, they talk about, oh, Torchwick and everyone's arrested after the breach, right? So, like, the white and black episode still happened, right? Where Blake reveals she was a faunus. I think that, like, Blake's implication there was, like, I didn't want to tell you about my relationship with Adam, how deep all this stuff went, because I had already burdened you enough. So I think now I understand. I think that that's what she was trying to say, because at first I was confused about whether or not she actually told them she was with the White Fang, but I think that she did. I'm pretty sure that she did, and the implication was here, like, I didn't want to tell you about my past weird, I don't know if Adam's her boyfriend in this one, but my weird mentorship with this guy, whatever the relationship was, or like Ilia, because I didn't want to make you guys worry any more than you already are. But yeah, I'm really happy too, because obviously the last ones were kind of like plot heavy in the sense of like Roman and Neo.
We're going out on an adventure.
Fuck things up, right? Or whatever, right?
This
and
is
so
just
this
a
is
more
like,
entertaining, kind of truncated version of the kind of Jean Cardinal stuff from the first season.
Yeah.
Because that was everyone's least favorite part of the first season of RWBY at the time, and now years later. Was that whole bullying business. So I love like the approach they take it now of like, let's fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
And I kind of hope they do that later.
Yeah. And I would like to see more kind of, the conflict was very personal as opposed to big bads around. Like, obviously we have Watts and we have Hazel in the intro, so we're gonna get back to that, but I wouldn't complain if like kind of the entire show was just like...
Well, because this really feels like the fan fiction you saw and you read that was released like pre-volume 3.
Yeah.
Or like pre the end of volume 3. Because at that point, everyone thought that like, oh, Cinder worked for the White Fang and the White Fang was the big bad. We didn't know about Salem yet.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time you would have like whole big odysseys all about taking down the White Fang and Cinder and all that sort of stuff. And so it's, and you don't see that anymore just because of like, you know, like the actual antagonists.
Some people do it in terms of like, oh, the good old days, right? Like, that's why I did it, but it's a less common approach now because I think that people are more interested in like, what would happen if we rewrote the conflict with Salem? And
also
like that
because
kind of
like, it's a much smaller story and it's more like, it's easier to write. You're less being, you know, dragged around the world.
Yeah.
If it's just you're fighting gangsters and not an evil, endless, dying, magical queen.
Yeah.
Dying. and a never dying immortal. That's the word I was thinking of. Oh my God, Hunter.
I know what you're
An immortal magical queen that wants to end the world. It's a lot smaller and easier story to write.
Yeah.
It's just killing gangsters. So I think that's why they do it now. But like the way they sort of add to and expand it feels more like that kind of pre-volume 3, which I really enjoy. It's really
almost
nice.
like when you're able to pretend that past volume 3 didn't exist, it informs your, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it informs.
Like, because there's ultimately always going to be a little bias with the new material in terms of like, at the back of your mind, at least for me, even if I'm not thinking about Salem, I still need to, even in the most like, unrelated, this is a Christmas AU in Vacuo, I still feel the need to justify why Salem has not crushed Vacuo yet. Like, unless you're doing a complete AU, even in, like, again, something that's fun and frivolous, and it's like, oh, this is how, you know, Weiss and Fox get together over Christmas, you still need to justify why Salem's forces aren't there, unless you set it in a place where Salem's defeated. But if you're working with the timeline of the show, there's only so many places that you can do it unless you're making an AU, and so it's like, the Salem is haunting the narrative constantly, and so I'm glad in this we're free from Salem haunting the narrative.
It gives you like a chance to expand on the White Fang and RWBY, the idea of there being crime bosses in Vale in a way that the show never did, because they kind of had their sights set on the big bad.
Other than like Roman Holiday, I guess.
Yeah, I guess which is like sanctioned fan fiction at this point. There's how, and I say that as someone who quite liked that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's just, it has this like really lovely feel to it. You know, RWBY never really got to be that kind of like shonen, like we're in a school and we're learning to be superheroes type deal. And it's really fun to have this like really like very, when you consider that it is a fan-made, fan-produced, independent production, really well done, really highly enjoyable show that does that.
And so I'm excited now.
I've been hyped for.
I've been excited before, but I'm like I feel like my third eye has opened in terms of my excitement. You know what I mean? Also not biased at all, but also now that they're bringing Team Coffee into it on screen, I'm like, I don't know. I can see things happening.
What do you think is going to happen next episode? Because I think it's going to be like a lot of like Weiss's human guilt, and
it's been we're only in the first week of school. I think that maybe we might have a time skip. Yeah. Not a big one.
Or like an episode like, takes place over a month or two.
It's the Beacon Dance, and like it's been a couple weeks now. I think that like that's kind of where I see things are going, because RWBY said that they're not allowed to go on any unchaperoned missions anymore or something. So I kind of see like that next episode could possibly be either a group that can go out, so like Team Juniper, or again Team Coffee, Wishful Thinking, Copium, whatever.
Or like RWBY does go out and they just break the rules because they broke the rules in the original show too.
But like they're already in trouble, so I feel like that unless it's with one of the teachers, which could be fun. But I'm kind of imagining like,
which I kind of want to see more of these new teachers because they look really fun.
Oh my god, I'm imagining.
I want the Professor Peach spinoff series.
There's so much dust in this room and in my house. I'm imagining the like, at initiation there was a dance, which that's only in the books. I don't know if we're gonna go there. I don't know if the dance is the same day as the initiation and we've already passed it, or if it is like a week later or something, but like that could be fun. And like I know that the Beacon Dance happened because of the Vital Festival, but like I don't care, have a Beacon Dance anyway. Like we could do a fun little school activity, and like it's been like 3 weeks and everybody's settled in, and now we do activity, right? Because even regular schools still have that sort of thing. Why am I thinking of, so this is so random, but in Twisted Wonderland, there's an event where the entire school has a paintball hunt, manhunt competition.
Okay, like Total Drama Island style?
And there's an entire event. I can't even remember what they're capturing.
What a strange school.
So one team is the Giants, right? Like the Jack and the Beanstalk Giant, and they're meant to protect this golden harp. And then the other team is supposed to be like Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in the old Mickey Mouse cartoons being Jack and trying to steal from the Giant. So anyway, in my dream world, what I would love for RWBY Evermorrow to do is some crazy ass shit like that, like kind of a Spirit Week, Hunger Games on Beacon campus, and like everybody is assigned a different team working together and just like
that's some kind of bananas.
Nonsense.
But it could sort of work, could it not?
Yeah, it could work, especially in the sense that, like, Osmond loves to do fuckity ass shit. They have the Emerald Forest. You already had the initiation capturing the chess pieces. So I think that, like, Beans Day, RWBY Evermorrow, or just, like, it doesn't even need to be that, but, like, something adjacent, because, like, you know, even Percy Jackson has that capture the flag thing, right? Like in the book, they do that.
Well, they're because they're in a summer camp.
Right.
They do stuff like that in summer camp.
RWBY Evermorrow, I guess. And so I can imagine that happening though, like legitimately in terms of like, because you know, in terms of what else RWBY Evermorrow does, because there is, you know, more outside of classes. You can do a giant group game of Mr. Beast hide and seek. I don't know. I just think that, like, because then that sort of thing, what that allows for, and I think why a lot of stories do that, not just Percy Jackson, but like Twisted Wonderland and stuff, is because in Twisted Wonderland, at least characters have dorms, right? Also, I love how like 40 minutes into the video, Twisted Wonderland jump scare for no reason. But anyway, they have dorms, right? So usually you're interacting with your dorm mates, but when you are put on a team with other people and it's not like your choice, right? And you're all split up, then you have to interact with other characters. And so that's how you could sort of get a situation where like Fox, Alex, and John are all on a team together and they all need to like write, and like you get to see those fun interactions that you don't get to see usually because the teams are so with each other. And I mean, I guess you could say Before the Dawn kind of did that with the team switch up, but I'm thinking about a more temporary just a game, a little tee-hee, a little funny little situation, tee-hee. Right? And so I think that something like that could be really fun, and then you have these characters that maybe even don't really like each other or have to work together. And something that Twisted Wonderland also did was the House Warden and the Vice House Warden aren't allowed to be on the same team, and so in this case it would be like maybe like team, like with RWBY, the partners couldn't be together. So you also have a splitting of the partners. And so RWBY's on one team, Weiss is on the other team. Yang is on this team, Blake is on, right? And so like, you know, fun things to work with. You can have that one for free, KO. Call me if you want some writing.
Which they could pull off in a show like this with a kind of shifted, I don't know what you would call it, like shifted...
Like focus.
Focus and also stakes.
Because the threat is like threatening, but like in the background, like it's not like Roman's like taking Beacon down tomorrow. Like they have time to like fool around and have a little Beacon dance and have a little cheeky game of hide and seek.
I do think we're going to have more of like a Weiss Ilia blowout.
Oh no, I think so too. And I hope that people start shipping Weiss and Ilia again. Not that people stop, but like...
You know me, I've always shipped Weiss and Ilia and Blake and
Ilia. It's like you've been there from day one.
Prismatic ponytails. It's
but I kind of see like, if we're thinking about this like a season and we get to episode 12, right? I see like 2 more episodes of like kind of self-contained, like, and this is what a day in a life is like for Yatsuhashi. Like just
we also don't 100% know Ilia's motives for being here yet.
That's a
we
good
don't
point.
know if she's involved in Adam.
Because they said that Adam didn't send her, and I guess Adam was telling the truth, but like, I don't know. Did Ilia leave? Did she come here just to get Blake back? But yeah, that's why I'm sort of thinking,
is she here to whack Weiss? Like, who knows?
Like, imagine like that sort of, oh, we're having the Beacon dance, and then personal conflicts happen.
and then someone poisoned the punch, and then suddenly it's a whodunit.
That's not what I mean. I mean just like that sort of environment where the characters are like partying and having fun and like mingling with each other, and then Weiss and Ilia have some sort of hostile interaction together. Anyway, but yeah, I see kind of like 2 episodes of like, this is clearly related, but also there's other stuff going on in the background, which is like not so related, kind of like Oscar fighting Mickey Mouse in this episode. Like that wasn't technically, that was to set up Alyx, but like Oscar fighting that character was not, you know what I mean? Wasn't connected to the plot, right? But that was a little good fun time. So I'm assuming that like something like that's gonna happen, and then like episodes 11 and 12 are going to be the, are gonna be like, oh, hello, Roman and the White Fang, back at it again. They're out there still, I guess, or whatever's going on.
Back at it again.
You know what I mean? So,
you thought you had us figured out.
So yeah, that's kind of my prediction, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that, because I think they will go into the interpersonal drama, and then they will go back into the world of fighting gangsters. I don't know about like I don't know about a time jump or a time skip, but I do think you will have maybe an episode that takes place over the course of longer periods of time.
Yeah. I just mean like a few weeks. Like, it's the middle of the semester and we have midterms and everyone's studying in the library and we all want to die. Like, I don't know. Just something like that. I also wonder, okay, so we saw the teachers from the book, and I think for the most part they are assigned to the classes that they are teaching in the book. Are we going to get Headmaster Ozpin's fairy tale class? Because I know that Oobleck was teaching about something and like, the king's life was chronicled by Lewis Little, right? Which is, again, Alex's grandfather in this. I wonder, though, like, okay, Ozpin fairy tale lecture, like, canonly he did that, didn't he? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he did, because he wrote the fairy tale book, right? So I don't know when exactly in the timeline it takes place, but I would love, like, fairy tale class with Headmaster Ozpin. Not a
now
whole
you're
episode.
just like, and then this is what I would write if this was my fanfiction. No,
I'm just saying, like, because that's an interesting thing to explore, because the fairy tales are so, not present in the earlier volumes, because obviously the fairy tale book was written later. And so, yeah, like, we never had Ozpin teaching a class, because they only thought of that when we got to after the fall, right? So I'm saying that now with the information we have, now that's not too much fulfillment, is it, to want to see Ozpin teaching something? Does Ozpin have a model? Have we seen Ozpin in this show?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't remember. Anyway, so I guess that's it for now. Good episode, guys. Good job.
Henry Marigold exists, which means maybe we see May Marigold somehow. I don't know. We saw Alex, so I don't think it's impossible to see.
Yeah, it'd just be funny, though. Like, I do think that some characters should probably, like, stay where they are. Does that make sense? Because if everyone, it's just like everyone and their mother is in male.
I understand that. Like, I understand that it probably doesn't make sense, and they don't appear at all in the opening scene.
It's not even about making sense. It's just more like, oh, wow, every named character now comes from Vale. Like, we need some characters in the world.
And it's untenable, but, like, if we're just like throwing out wishes.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. But I really like this episode.
If I get to have May Marigold and Happy Huntresses, if you get to have Ozpin's fun with poetry or fun with fairy tales.
Oh, man. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had fun.
I love these so much.
Yeah, good job, team. Good job. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.